Welcome to Mindblow, the ultimate destination for jaw-dropping content that will surprise, inspire, and entertain you every step of the way. If you love discovering the unexpected, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with your friends to keep the excitement going. Your support helps us keep blowing minds and creating content you'll never forget. So buckle up and get ready, because this is just the beginning. The Philippines isn't just up against China in the South China Sea. The real battle is far more complex and layered than it appears on the surface. They're facing a hidden coalition, an intricate web of nations quietly backing Beijing's ambitions and strategies. This isn't a simple territorial dispute over a few islands or maritime boundaries. It's a high-stakes geopolitical chess match, where every move is calculated and every alliance matters. Behind China stands a powerful network of countries, each choosing to align with Beijing over Manila for a mix of economic incentives, political leverage, and strategic interests. We're talking about billions of dollars in loans, advanced military hardware, and unwavering political protection, factors that forge deep, often unbreakable loyalties. These countries act as a diplomatic shield for China, making it increasingly difficult for the international community to counter or even challenge Beijing's actions. Today we'll pull back the curtain on this shadow alliance and reveal the top countries standing firmly with China. Let's dive in and uncover the truth. At number 10, Cambodia acts as China's diplomatic firewall within ASEAN. Whenever ASEAN attempts a unified stance against China, Cambodia blocks it. Why? Billions in Chinese investments make Cambodia dependent on Beijing. This economic leverage translates into political power, paralyzing ASEAN's unity. For the Philippines, Cambodia's actions mean a lonely fight without regional support. Cambodia isn't just a friend to China, it's a critical piece of its geopolitical armor. This ensures China's expansionist policies face minimal regional opposition. Number 9 is Laos, a prime example of China's debt-trap diplomacy, where financial aid comes with strings attached, leading to significant influence over the recipient nation. The ambitious China-Laos railway project promised economic transformation and connectivity, but instead, it has left Laos heavily indebted, struggling to manage its financial obligations. This mounting debt gives China immense influence over Laos's decisions, effectively allowing China to steer Laos's political and economic directions. Laos quietly aligns with China in international forums, unable to upset its biggest creditor, often voting in favor of Chinese interests to maintain financial support. This economic dependency means Laos has traded its foreign policy independence for infrastructure development, becoming increasingly reliant on Chinese investments. For the Philippines and other ASEAN members, Laos's position weakens any potential for a united ASEAN stance, complicating regional diplomacy. China's financial control turns Laos into a loyal supporter, advancing its global agenda and ensuring a steadfast ally in Southeast Asia. At number 8, Pakistan's alliance with China is deep and strategic. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is a cornerstone of this partnership. China provides Pakistan with advanced military technology, strengthening its military power. In return, Pakistan offers China a strategic outlet to the Indian Ocean. Pakistan's support for China in the South China Sea is automatic and unconditional. This backing from a nuclear-armed state adds international weight to China's position. For the Philippines, Pakistan's support complicates the diplomatic battle. At number 7, Russia's alliance with China is a no-limits partnership. They counter Western dominance and back each other on major international issues. Russia provides top-level diplomatic cover for China in the South China Sea. Joint naval drills send a powerful message of military cooperation. Russia's support turns a regional dispute into a global power struggle. For Manila, facing a coordinated China-Russia bloc is a daunting challenge. This alliance changes the entire strategic calculation. Number 6 is Venezuela, a textbook case of economic survival. China loaned Venezuela over $50 billion, repaid with oil. This debt makes Venezuela beholden to China, offering unwavering diplomatic support. Venezuela votes with China at the UN, opposing the Philippines' case. Its support contributes to the narrative of China's broad international backing. For the Philippines, Venezuela's stance complicates the diplomatic landscape. It's another piece on the board that China can move at will. At number 5, Iran stands out as a strategic partner for China, with their relationship forged largely in opposition to the United States and its influence in the region. Over the years, this partnership has only grown stronger, driven by shared interests and mutual distrust of Western powers. A massive 25-year strategic cooperation agreement has been signed, deepening their economic, technological, and military ties. This deal paves the way for billions in Chinese investments in Iran's infrastructure, energy, and telecommunications sectors. Iran, in return, provides China with discounted oil, a crucial resource for China's growing economy, and openly supports China's stance in the South China Sea, strengthening their alliance on the global stage. This close cooperation creates a powerful anti-US axis in the Middle East, challenging American influence and reshaping regional dynamics. Iran's unwavering backing of China presents a significant diplomatic hurdle for countries like the Philippines, making it harder to rally international support against China's actions. It also projects an image of China having a diverse and growing coalition of allies, countering the narrative of its diplomatic isolation. This support from Iran complicates the global narrative, making it clear that China is far from isolated on the world stage. Number 4 is Zimbabwe, under Western sanctions and reliant on China. China invests heavily in Zimbabwe's mining and infrastructure sectors. In return, Zimbabwe offers unwavering support and political protection. China shields Zimbabwe from further sanctions at the UN. Zimbabwe sides with China in international forums, promoting its narrative. For the Philippines, it's a reminder of China's global influence. China's reach extends far beyond Asia, creating a bloc of support. Number 3 is Serbia, China's strategic partner in Europe. Chinese investment dominates Serbia's economy, creating deep political ties. Serbia supports China on issues where most of Europe is critical. This fractures European consensus on China-related policies. Serbia's position complicates the EU's stance on the South China Sea. China's influence campaign reaches even Europe, creating unexpected allies. For the Philippines, Serbia's support complicates the diplomatic picture. Number 2 is North Korea, China's economic lifeline. Over 90% of North Korea's trade is with China. This dependence gives China immense leverage over North Korea. North Korea supports China in the South China Sea, denouncing the US and allies. Its unwavering support is part of China's ideological and political bloc. For China, North Korea is a guaranteed ally in its corner. This support strengthens China's position against the Philippines. Number 1 is Myanmar, isolated after the 2021 coup. China stepped in, providing economic and diplomatic support to the junta. Major strategic projects align Myanmar's foreign policy with China's. Myanmar supports China on international fronts, including the South China Sea. This cripples ASEAN's ability to form a consensus against Beijing. For the Philippines, Myanmar's alignment with China is a nightmare scenario. It gives China another powerful voice within the Philippines' regional family. The global chessboard. China has built a global network of allies supporting its position against the Philippines. This alliance is built on debt, investment, military aid, and political protection. Each country plays a role in shielding China from international pressure. The South China Sea dispute becomes a global power struggle. The Philippines faces a complex web of international relationships. This is the reality of 21st-century great power competition.